When I listen to my son sing, I just wrap myself around that moment. Somehow it takes me back to all the memories, the beautiful experiences my uncles and so many others never had, simply because they didn't know. Uncle Peter passed away in his mid-50s, then Uncle Luther a few years later, and it eventually caught up with my Uncle Henry in his 60s. My family only knew my uncles died from liver cancer because doctors never say a person dies from hepatitis B. So we didn't know what was killing us until around the time I met Jill, who became my wife. My liver became so badly inflamed that a doctor finally diagnosed me with the chronic form of the virus. It was only because I was an anchor and news reporter with a medical reporter friend who connected me to a leading hepatologist that I got the attention I needed. Only then was I asked about my family history and encouraged to talk to my family and begin treatment. Later, we found out my older brother and sister had been rejected at the blood bank because they had Hep B. Then my mother and younger sister decided to get a blood test. They had it too. We were left to connect the dots because the medical profession is failing to address an epidemic that kills more than 700,000 people a year. It's bad enough that hepatitis B is a silent killer with few symptoms until it's too late. It's also ignored by Asian cultures that consider talk about deadly diseases to be taboo. Sometimes I wonder if hepatitis B is being ignored here in the U.S. just because it impacts so many Asians, especially given the country's history of discrimination toward immigrants. I think about that a lot. I also think about the millions of other people who could lose the same joy I have because they simply don't know they have the virus, and about how lucky I am that my early treatment gave my liver a chance to regenerate itself.
No hands! I'm not holding you! You're on your own, kid!
We're not just trying to cure cancer, we're trying to prevent it before it happens. The biggest battle is against ignorance amongst patients and doctors. We can do this. Just be proactive.